Yeah, I guess it is only level 3. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to start increasing that at some point too. Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. I'm your Game Master Darius. Last we left off, we had helped out Gordy get himself a dagger. Kid's 100% going to end up injuring himself, I know it. We also went, actually, wonder if he's got anything more to say now that we helped him. Or rather, we helped him, you know, with his whole situation. And hopefully, maybe, dude will reconsider the whole thing about, doing the drug dealing. Just saying. Oh, hey. Hey, buddy. Hello again. Can't thank you enough. I have my kit camera back, and with her beside me, I'll be on the mend in no time. Is there anything I can get you? With that discount, like I promised. Not learned his lesson. That's it. Oh, okay. If I could use this fifth for, like, potion crafting, that'd be one thing. But I don't think I need it for any of the potions that exist. Get in here, camera. Somewhere. Alright. Just curious to see if she was or not. Any additional dialogue from her that did involve, you know, narcotics, I guess. I don't know. It's silly like that. All for interested patrons. All for what? Okay. Right, more traps.
Hail and well met.
Probably should get the, yeah. Get the upgrade. Sell some of this crud. I don't know why I've been keeping some of it. I won't lie. Flame spear, small shield. Maybe the exceptional dagger. I'd rather not get rid of any of the I don't need that many pistols. Certainly don't need this many of those random cloaks and robes and shit. And the hoods. I probably should be more mindful of what it is what I buy and don't buy, because this seal of faith, for an example, simply because I don't have a priest in my party, is stupid good with additional spell uses, but it's also 14k in copper. And as much of a fool I am when it comes to purchasing stuff, that's a lot. Dexterity, reflex, preservation. Then I can hand this down to the next party member. Alright, now that I've likely made a silly... Actually, wait, what do you do?
Good day to you.
I'm sorry, a dragon egg? 6 dragon egg? You just have dragon eggs. And dragon meat. We're gonna have to have a talk later, sir. That talk involving trade. If I have anything that, you know, can be crafted. Now though, I'm getting an urge. This urge involves adventure. Where's the adventure, Dar? Well, the adventure is in these catacombs that are down over here. I like to think anyways. Quick save. Alright. See what rancid terrors lie below the city. Killing in the catacombs. Because, I mean, they're catacombs. Gonna have undead, right? Well. That's foreboding. As you approach the dead man, you can feel the faint traces of his soul lingering, a stunned uncertainty holding it in place. When you near without warning, the soul hurries towards you as though you were a solitary light in the dank gloom of this place come to usher it away. Its essence invades your consciousness. You are in a different body now, wandering deeper into the catacombs, cloaked in a dark robe with a mask pulled over your face. You're following a familiar path along the canal, heading to a room built around a statue of a figure wearing a robe much like yours. Others await, clothed in hoods and shadows. Ahead is another figure dressed like you, traveling in the same direction. You don't know his name, and that's how it's supposed to be. Out of the darkness, something monstrous grabs the other figure. You turn to flee, but find yourself face to face with a troll. Panic pounding through your brain is interrupted by razor-edged teeth and claws. Snap yourself out of the dead man's memory. The corpse lies on the damp and grimy ground. His hood and mask are missing and his clothes are shredded. You alright? Looked almost like you'd lost your footing for a second. Feels that way when I see into the ether. Really are a watcher, aren't you? Once in a great many generations, one of my people is born with the ability to speak to souls. Usually such individuals become elders or a lone set of tracks in the snow. I would have thought my journey would be easier if I could see what you see, but looking at you, I'm not so sure. I mean, neither am I at this point. Believe it or not, I once would have rejoiced to know I'd be picked to travel far in the search for something great. Even these gifts come at a cost, don't they? Forgive me if I was a little skeptical of your abilities before. Can't say I've been a real watcher before. Oh, don't worry about him. He just likes doing that from time to time. Seems to cheer him up, so I just let him. What great buddies. Can't leave his body. Dang it. Alright.
On the hunt.
Probably should be a little slower. Not while sneaking though. Black-oozed. More black-oozed. Oh. I'd say that was a short-lived combat. I don't need the balloon for anything else, do I? Could have sworn that was one of those things that I could just end up selling. I never really did. Oh. Oh my lord, that's a troll. A troll in the sewers. I think we're doing pretty good here though. Yeah. As long as it doesn't regenerate any.
I'll stay out of sight.
Alright. So far the biggest indication of something happening down here that I have is that there might be some sort of a cult. And then said cult, dude's adventuring buddy might have been a part of. Whether or not she's alive is another question. Excuse me. Alright. Go up these first. Darn it. I'm sorry it. More GS per. Big is this place? Eh, not too big.
What's this?
Well, that's a trap. Iron mail armor. Just confused for a second there because she was all, "What's this?" and then nothing showed up. All the loot in the world.
What's this?
Probably another trap that I... Yeah, okay. Hello. Work of the Falcon's Eye. That was, of course, much like everything tossed into the thing. +2 perception. I suppose that would really be for someone who will usually be out of range, right? Because it's interrupt, accuracy, and reflex. Yep. Okay. You currently have restore, freeze damage, restore damage reduction damage. And let's give this to you. More traps? No. And these are more memorials for the Kickstarters. Oiling spray trap. Yeah, that's a nasty sounding one. I am so glad that I got Liliana in the party. What kind of sucks is that I know that there are going to be more characters. I don't know how many more, just that there are more. I have no clue what they do. Is another thing. Oh, shit. My beef with some of these games and how the hell they introduce characters and whatnot, though, and this is kind of a small beef, if anything, but it's that I've already spent 20 plus hours in this game getting invested in the characters that I have collected, made buddies with, getting into their quests. And this is a problem I was having with Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 as well. Like, by the time I'm done with Act 1, I'm generally already attached to the characters I'm already attached to, and any other characters are just kind of, please stop. I don't care. And it was like that with Neverwinter Nights 2 as well. Like, by the time I got that, actually got into Neverwinter and something that sorceress character popped in, like, I don't care. I don't care about you. I got 3 other party members I actually kind of like. Also, I'm suddenly in an ossuary. Grand. Hello. What's up? Very dead wizard. Jesus.
What's this?
A trap. They tend to happen from time to time. Very corpsey over here.
It's done.
One trap at a time, game. One trap at a time.
What's this?
Yeah, my delving into the optional dungeon as I had. Hello. Wait. Why is your name familiar? Who was Hella Gibson? Almost 60 years ago. And now, I think it might have been in the task? No, that's Dalrind. Oops. Damn it, I know I've seen that name somewhere. A lone figure in tattered robes shuffles across the chamber, muttering under his breath. As you approach, the figure halts and swivels his head towards you. The haggard visage of a labyrinth of wrinkles and sores overgrown by a moss-like beard. What's this? Who disturbs Hedlig's work? The voice rattles and gurgles like that of a drowning man. What are you doing down here? Research. A hodgepodge of animancy and necromancy. I have peace and quiet as well as an abundance of supplies. If there's nothing else, be on your way. Those things behind you. A few personal projects. Sorry souls stuck in their mortal shells. Their flesh is as dead as mine, though their minds are not as well maintained. They flock to me like worms to drakes, if not half as intelligent, but they serve for amusement. You're Helig? Dalton sent me to look for Rowena. He leans back and bursts into raucous laughter. His threadbare robes drift apart, revealing an amulet and a ragged wound running from chest to throat. It spatters a black viscous fluid on the floor with every cackle. That old fool's still alive. I do hope he still doesn't bear a grudge for that incident. It was so very long ago. What happened to you? What's this? Ah, a long story. I was one of the first animancers in the Direwood, practicing necromancy too, which is what put Dalton and his Northwatch rangers on my trail. Cackles, making a wet burbling noise. Dalton believes that Rowena is in the catacombs. Seems to restrain another bout of laughter. Oh, you could say that. If you were to retrieve my grimoire from Mordred, I'll let you in on a secret. Nope. Not with a necromancer. Ah yes, let us bargain with a necromancer. That would end up totally not a bad idea. Yes, let's get the grimoire back for the necromancer. That totally would not turn it against us. Fine, scepter, grimoire. Ooh. Soul prowls within the bloodstone like a caged Stelgyar. It's filled with fierce, restless energy. Who are you? See an image in your mind of a woman in a heavy leather armor bearing twin daggers. Next to her is a man, young and handsome, who calls her Rowena. The vision shifts to a windswept plain next to a lake. 50 men and women in marching leathers lay dead, their bodies contorted and deformed by some sinister sorcery. Rowena falls among them, her body collapsing next to the young man you saw earlier. She's too weak to speak, but the name Dalton appears in your mind. A lone figure strides across the battlefield, barely bothering to step over the corpses. His eyes are filled with an unnatural light and fixed on Rowena. He reaches out to her, and what little life remained in her body departs. When he takes the amulet from around her neck, you feel her anguished soul trapped within it. The final contemptuous glance at the fallen Dalton, the man departs. Dalton sent me to find you. Soul pulses with warmth, It fills your mind with memories of a young man who's both bold and generous. But fury and despair gnaw at those images away until all you can feel are cold crimson walls pressing against you and something loathsome feeding off of you as the years fade into decades. What do you want? An image of an amulet shattering, soul inside rising and dissipating among the stars. I gotta break the amulet. At least that's what it seems like. Rusty blades. Varnished locket. Faded portrait of a young nobleman still rests inside. His face is being worn away by time. And hidden. Alright.
What's this?
I was gonna say, let's finish exploring this place. All that resides within the catacombs. Get another pistol. I think we got enough pistols. Now, considering the abundance of animancers and necromancers in this game, in this world rather, you'd think that they would have just a little bit more of a little bit more security when it comes to their catacombs. Where it's like, ah, yes. Oh, that's downstairs. More to the catacombs. Oh no, how dare. How dare I say how dare. Blackie. Yeah, it's kind of like, okay, in this world where animancy is widely accepted, I understand not having much of a thing about animancy. However, I would say you gotta consider that there's always that apparently not that slim chance of animancers delving into necromancy. I don't know. Just me, I guess. Unless I'm getting something totally 100% wrong with the lore. I likely am. There's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be.
I'll have this open in no time.
Yep. I'd say I'm surprised at the skeletons in the catacombs, but yeah, that's a lie. That's a terrible, bold-faced lie. Yeah, these freaking skeletons were loaded.
The better part of valor.
Peridot. Always good, I guess. Loot. Get another suit of fine scale armor. Like, seriously? Wasn't expecting this much more to it. I was kind of half expecting just a, I don't know, a little side path or something. Well, hi. This small Orlane man appears to have pulled together some crates and scraps of cloth to make a rather sorry-looking camp. The thick fur on his limbs is matted, and his clothing smeared with blackening grime. He looks startled as you enter, his eyes widened in alarm.
Traveler.
After a moment, however, he smiles weakly. Hello there. I wasn't expecting any visitors down these parts. What are you doing down here? I've been a little down on my luck lately. Didn't have anywhere to stay, so I thought I'd come down here. Nobody pokes around in the catacombs much. Until you, anyways. I'm just more irksome the more that survival... Fine, let's talk about something else. Yes, let's. Anything else I can do for you? What can you tell me about the catacombs? I haven't explored too much of it, to be honest. Got lucky finding this little corner, but let me think. Well, the canal there, that's Grogan's canal. Grogan was the dwarf that planned the whole thing. Runs up through the Undra's gift, spills out to the sea there. Otherwise, it's just a lot of bones. There's the Warrens, for people that couldn't afford better, but it's all flooded now. The fancier folks, they have their own resting places down here. Fireplaces. The Dukes of Direwood are down here, actually, if you want to pay their respects. Yeah, I can't do anything else. Unless I'm an idiot. Hold up. I may be an idiot. Oh no, that's the ingredient. Light perception. I know I keep on doing this. I'm like, yes. Maybe there's something that will grant me survival. That grants mechanics. Writ of the Untamed Wild. Is this gonna be worth it? Who knows if it's gonna be worth it? I don't know if it's gonna be worth it, but I'm willing to give it a shot. I find it partially amusing that all she does is, oh, that's revival. And low.
Sure.
Alright, let's try this conversation again. What? Is you Kane? Did it fail?
Must flow deeply indeed.
Activates. Right of the Untamed Wild. Did nothing. Unless there's something about how I gotta cast it. I have to ask, what in the actual balls?
Hey there.
Did it just not succeed? +3 survival. If it is something stupid, like I gotta be in combat in order to cast a spell, grant me a skill that I don't use in combat, I'm gonna be a little bit miffed.
Your thoughts must flow deeply.
It's not like she doesn't have the lore to cast it. She's got a freaking lore of 8. Unless it's a higher spell than I thought it was. No. 4. Wait, is it one of those silly things where you can't use it while...
My thoughts were dulled.
What's that supposed to mean, grieving mother? That your thoughts were dulled? Fine. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna raise his intellect to that point. Does it just not work for dialogue options? Because if that's the case, that's also bullshit. That'd be silly. That'd be very, very silly. I'm just saying. And it doesn't seem to care if I take any of his supplies either. Good lord. Like, I want to talk to him some more, but unfortunately, I got nothing else to ask him because I don't have the additional things where it's like, hey, it's a little weird that you're down here. I'm annoyed. How else am I ever going to get freaking Palos' survival up there? That is pretty much gripes. Just not being able to that not work. I don't know. I'll look at what else I might have that might help me. But I'm gonna go ahead and call an episode here. When we return, we got more catacombs to explore. That'll be fun. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you're all enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying playing it. And as always, I hope to see you all in the next video. Take care. Cheers.